Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my waiter wallet style ephemera holder. I'm doing a voiceover this time because there's just way too much background noise in the original video that I shot. So here we go. If you missed part 1, I'm going to link it below. This is the decoration of the little booklet that I made. I've got a few things on the side there. These are like my go-to items. A little bit of doily, a little bit of book page, and some pattern paper that's a little bit, black and white, not so busy, because this pattern paper on the wallet is already busy. And I'm going for my usual thing here where I layer a little bit of vellum, a little bit of doily, and a little bit of pattern paper that matches the paper that I was using. But I'm finding that I'm not liking it. If I put any book page on, it seems to cover the pattern paper. And I really, really like that bold yellow and blue. And so I feel at this stage, this is where I start sometimes just getting a little bit stuck in my work, and I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. So I've brought in the previous ones that I've already decorated, just to remind me of how I did it the first time. I know this sounds so silly. I flip over, I'm really enchanted with this doily and I really do want to use it. I flip over and pull out the little piece of paper that we used on the left hand side, and I decide to use that doily to make like a bookmark on that thin strip. And this is what I'm doing now. So I'm adding the doily, and I'm also reaching for some tabs, and I've decided that I'm going to make this into a bookmark. So I find a tab that is of the same color. I think this is just tea-dyed paper, but it's quite a light yellow, and it goes really well with the bright yellow of the paper that I used. And straight away I feel like, yep, okay, I'm back on track now. I know what I'm doing. Sometimes I find that if I concentrate too much on like I want to do the cover, I really want to do the cover, I want to do the cover first, I really get myself stuck. So sometimes I have to move away and do something else, and then I come back and I'm able to unstick myself, if you know what I mean. So I'm going back to the front cover now, and I'm looking through. I've got a little box of like offcuts and die cuts and cut aparts, and I come across this. It's the color that really drew me to it. It's the striped yellow. It's like a banner that has the word amazing, and the color goes really well with the color in the booklet. And so straight away I feel like, okay, I've broken the ice. I know what I need to do. I think I need something like pearls or something like that. So I reach for my adhesive pearls, and I'm going to add just a few pearls on the top right of the banner and a few pearls on the bottom left of the banner. I then feel like I need some sentiments, so I'm pulling out this sticker sheet from Kaiser Craft. It's got a whole lot of sentiments, and I'm just going to go ahead and put some down so that it reads really nicely and quite positive. And I'm using colors of the sticker sheets that kind of go with that bold booklet color. And when you have stickers that come in one long strip, I love to cut them down so that they take up room, and it kind of brings your attention to what it is you're trying to say. So I'm flipping over to the bookmark now, and I'm going to do the same thing on the inside here. I'm going to decorate the bookmark and the inside of the booklet. I'm grabbing some washi and just adding some washi to the top of the papers that we added there on the right hand side. I'm grabbing two different colors. One is like a striped gold, and one is a really beautiful green washi with gold foiling. And once again, I'm reaching for sticker sentiments, and I'm just placing them at the bottom there. And it doesn't take much to really decorate these pages. There's this big label in the sticker sheet, and I add that to the front of the pocket on the left hand side. And because this is an ephemera holder, I'm thinking of some ephemera to send to my swap partner. You can look through your stash to see things that you have, or you can give them things that you've made. And so what I decided, I've been making some perfect bows, and I found a really, really good tutorial, which I can share with you below. These were so easy to make once you get the technique, and I've made a whole heap of them here, and they're just ready to use in my journals and junk journals and general ephemera. So I'm adding a few here to send to my swap partner. I'm then just moving around over to the left hand side where I have the bookmark. I've got a long strip of sentiment sticker, and I'm just cutting it down, and I am going to add it to this bookmark with this vintage dude, and I call the bookmark done. So looking at it closely, you can tell that the top tab is just a little bit plain, and so what I decided to do was I grabbed one of my handmade flowers and I just added a flower at the very top there, and I think that that completes it very nicely. So moving on to the second sheet that gets placed in the holder on the right hand side, I've got a combination of washi one more time. This time I'm using 3 types of washi, and I'm just layering them one on top of the other so that they look really nice, and it just gives it a little bit of interest when you have a few layers. People just kind of want to come in a little bit closer and say, "Ooh, what's that? Is that? Oh yeah, that looks good." That's what I do anyway. So yeah, 3 different washi, 3 different colors, 3 different sizes as well. All helps with the intrigue factor. I'm now just doing a little bit of lazy swapping, and that is just opening up a package of Primo flowers, and I'm just attaching each of these flowers to this sheet so that my partner can use them in her crafting when she needs to. So in this swap, it was one thing that is made and one thing that is bought, and just like that, that one is done, and they're pretty flat. These can go into a just a regular envelope, and they're not too thick. And that's how easy it is to decorate your ephemera holder in this wallet style. So there's 3 different styles for you there to have a look at. No 2 folders will ever be the same, and that's kind of what I love about DIY and handmade stuff. And no 2 things are ever the same. You end up using different things, different stickers, different supplies, different papers. I love how unique everything is. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you get to make some of these, and I'll see you in my next video.